Hey, welcome to His and Hers, a Gen X podcast. I'm your host, Cristina, and with me is the other host.
That's Logan Cat.
Who doesn't want to stay.
All right, you can get down, bud.
He was cute for 10 seconds.
Chad. By the way, I thought of a lot of podcasts, they, like every episode, they kind of introduce themselves on who they are, as like far as their relationship or whatever.
Yes.
Or like what the purpose of the show is. So, we haven't done that in a while, so we are friends. We used to date. We've known each other coming up on 3 years now.
Yeah, 3 years next year.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, we just reviewed. I also have my other channel, Chad's Beer Reviews. We just reviewed Scald this Noel, so I'll put a link down there.
Yep.
Yeah, so the goal of this show was, Cristina grew up in Florida. I grew up in New York. We had different family values and things like that. So she saw a lot of movies that I never saw and vice versa. And the goal of the show was, after all these years in our adulthood, to try to find something that the other one never saw.
Yeah.
And have them watch it now. And also, as maybe we haven't watched it ourselves in like 20, 30 years, so like also to kind of view it through adult eyes. So
that too. So revisiting it. So this movie I saw when it came out in 1990.
I can tell what movie it is.
I saw this movie when it came out in 1990, and it's Christmas adjacent Edward Scissorhands. Mm-hmm. Just because I'm a little burned out on Christmas movies right now, so it's like it ends at Christmas, so I'm like it's Christmas adjacent.
Yeah, adjacent. And yeah, so like our last two episodes of December will be Christmas adjacent, not necessarily Christmas movie. I mean, well, right, you could argue that Kremlins is Christmas adjacent, but on the polls that I saw, everybody just considers it a Christmas movie.
Everyone now considers Gremlins a Christmas movie, so they agreed.
It came out in the summer.
They agreed with me. So I guess the only Christmas movie we've actually watched was your pick.
Santa Claus, the movie.
Santa Claus, the movie.
I thought for sure we would do one of these. But
I don't know. I just get Christmas fatigue
at
this time of year, right before Christmas. I'm ready for it to be done.
Retro nostalgia podcast has been doing Home Alone and all these. So it's like we wanted to do like the more offbeat stuff.
Yeah. So I don't know. Edward Scissorhands does have it takes place. I guess they don't say where it takes place. It has actually it was filmed in Central Florida.
Yeah, in Lutz, W2Z.
And we've been to the shopping center, like where the barbershop is over in Lakeland, Florida. Yep. We drove by it. I was like, pull over. And it was before you had seen it. And I made you go look at it.
It's fun. Yeah, when I used to live in Lakeland, I drove by that every day. It's called Southgate Shopping. I had no idea it was in a movie.
But it ends with snow because Edward Scissorhands, he chops and dices the ice and he makes snow in this place every Christmas. So I thought it was a Christmas movie.
Anyway, kind of going all the way back to the beginning, is I certainly remember seeing ads for this movie, and I don't know why I didn't see it at the time, because
I'm surprised.
This would have been up my alley. Yeah, I was big in like fantasy stuff back then.
Me too.
Sandman, stuff like that.
I think this was probably about the time I started getting into fantasy movies like this. It's really the only movie. Well, I guess I can't say that. I feel like Tim Burton movies, for me personally, the longer he goes, the less I like them. This is probably my favorite Tim Burton movie out of all of them.
What about Beetlejuice?
I like it better than Beetlejuice.
Okay. And it's funny because last night I watched Tim Burton's Nightmare Before Christmas, which I also never seen. And I don't know how. Actually, I think I remember renting it, or I had the VHS tape at one point. And I remember like putting it in and like falling asleep like 2 seconds into it. I'm not saying it was a bad movie. I just remember being
I don't know,
very tired.
I saw it in the theater, Nightmare Before Christmas. I saw it in the theater when I was like 11 or something, and or 12. And there was a guy in the theater, and he had a really bad BO. And all I remember is that entire movie, his BO. And I think it tainted my experience. I've never liked that movie.
Yeah, I think you should watch it again. It's really interesting. Anyways, let's get back to Edward Scissorhands. I always, like I said, I'm certainly aware of it, but I never saw it, and I don't know how. Or why, but...
Yeah. I saw it and I loved it. It was one of those ones I got on VHS, like I actually bought it because I loved it so much. Yeah.
I think is it just because it's Johnny Depp? Because like one of my notes was we're watching this movie and there's like hardly any guys in it. It's like mostly women.
Yes.
It's like all women, all these housewives. I guess they're supposed to be like, it's kind of like a parody of like the Stepford Wives or whatever.
It's awful. It's like lower middle class neighborhood. I don't remember like the houses being so tiny. So these aren't wealthy people. They're like working class people.
Yeah.
But none of the women work
Yeah.
except for the mom of Edward Scissorhands. She has an Avon business.
Yeah,
so
she's
she's
an
doing
Avon
like an
lady.
MLM. But yeah, they're not really wealthy enough to be home, but they're home all day and all they're doing is just getting bored and gossiping, these women.
Yeah.
They're like living like rich women
It's-
living in a regular neighborhood, if that makes sense.
Yeah, and it's funny watching these Tim Burton movies now. In retrospect, I didn't realize like how deliberately campy his movies were.
Yes, everybody's a little bit
It's-
extra.
like
Everybody's over the top.
Yeah, even if you like consider Pee-wee's Big Adventure or like Tim Burton's Batman and this movie, like all his 80s and early 90s stuff.
I do love Pee-wee's Big Adventure, though. And this like season, kind of the shots, it was very much like Pee-wee's Big Adventure. Like he was still, you could just tell it was the same director.
Yeah.
The way this movie's filmed.
Yeah, it's this. It's very campy. It's like Adam West Batman. It's camp is like something hardly anybody does anymore. It's like basically where you take like you take a sitcom premise, but like try to film it as a movie and like take it seriously. Mm-hmm. It's like that's why sitcoms work with a studio audience and the laugh track. But when you put them to film, unless like you do it super campy like how this is or Batman or something, like it doesn't really work.
Yeah. I mean, what I love about this movie is just like Diane Weiss. She's the mother. I love everything she is. She's always just that really sweet, warm character.
Yeah.
With the high-pitched voice. And she's the perfect person, I think, to find Edward and just bring him back home to her suburban house, which is just, it's like a massive castle on a cul-de-sac perched above these little tiny houses, and they don't think it's weird.
I know. Yeah, that's like something straight out of a sitcom, like the Addams Family or the Munsters or whatever.
Yeah, and the fact that she wants to make an Avon sale so bad, she pulls up to this long-ass driveway that goes up the mountain to this creepy house, goes inside, and walks around going, hello?
It's essentially like a horror movie plot.
That's how it starts.
There's got to be a YouTube video out there somewhere where they just show that, but they put like some ominous horror movie music on it.
And I do remember being a kid and I really didn't know what to expect of this because that part is really creepy. She's just wandering around this creepy house. There's like mechanical things everywhere.
Yeah, and watching that as an adult, I'm like, she's trespassing. You can't just walk. You can't just walk into somebody's house.
Oh my God! In a modern America, she'd be like pew-pewed, like somebody would blow her away for being in the house. But she comes across Edward, who's living there all by himself.
Yeah,
and I don't know. This movie's like a combination of just like heartbreaking and.
Yeah, it's
and sweet and sometimes funny
because he has like this. Look, if he was real, he would have like some kind of insane Asperger's or autism. Like from the way he acts, like he can barely talk. In fact, we were watching. I don't know if you watched it. I sent you the link. The 15 weird facts about Edward Scissorhands. It came out the day after we watched this, so. They said he only has 196 words the entire movie, Johnny Depp.
Right. He doesn't talk a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it's mostly just character, like...
Yeah, facial expressions, yeah.
Yeah, which is pretty amazing, because, I don't know, I've always been very sympathetic to this character, and just, he's so sweet, and he's innocent.
Yeah.
He's just an innocent thing. He's not really a human. He's been built in a lab.
I was trying to pay attention as we were watching it. Like, so Vincent Prince is like the mad scientist, which again, Batman 66, he was one of the villains on that show.
Was he?
Yeah. So, I was seeing like this kind of Batman kind of villain, and I don't know, maybe I just wasn't paying attention enough or whatever. I just couldn't, like, there's a few scenes where he's like designing Edward.
Yeah.
And it's like, I think he's supposed to be like kind of like a robot. Because, like, at one point, you only see him from, like, the chest up. Like, you don't see the rest of his body. So it's like he's kind of like a Frankenstein monster. And
yeah, they show, like, his prototypes, kind of. I don't know if he's made out of metal.
Yeah, so he's
created.
Yeah, he's either, like, some kind of Frankenstein monster or he's a robot. Like, he can't possibly just be a natural-born human.
He's definitely not. I mean, he bleeds because he cuts his... He has scissor hands.
Yeah.
He wasn't finished, I guess. He gave him scissors before he gave him hands.
Actually, that was
he always slices his face open and he bleeds.
Those aren't scissors. Those are like yard shears because they're like 12 14 inches long, like scissors.
But he operates it like he actually does. He does like a snip.
There's an actual scissor, like, but in Edward Scissorhands, they were like 2 or 3 times the length.
They're so ridiculously long. Like he's able to do shish kebab, but yeah, he just like does a snip.
Yeah.
And it cuts it, but he's always cutting his face. So when he cuts his face, he bleeds. But he's not human, so I don't know.
Yeah.
It's fantasy, so he's not meant to be anything. But I think he was created by Vincent Price.
I agree. He's a very sympathetic character. It's like you just feel pity on him. Maybe because it's just Johnny Depp and he has like that punim, you know, he's like the way his face is.
This whole movie makes human beings look awful. Like everybody in this movie's awful. They're all awful people.
Yeah, it's funny. It's like they all start out like almost like as a lynch mob when he first gets to there. And then they kind of turn on a dime, and then they all love him all of a sudden, and like
well, the women are fascinated by him because I guess they're frustrated at home. I don't know. It's like this weird guy shows up with like purple pale skin and crazy ass hair, and they're all like, "You gotta show us your new friend that you got in there."
The way the women were acting in this movie, I wrote this down. I said, "This is like a if you ever seen like some cheesy '80s prawn." Like as if Prawn was like in an actual movie, or like those, or not like the characters, I should say.
Yes.
Like it's very campy. It's funny if you appreciate it. It's a kind of a dry humor.
Yeah.
You know,
because you've got like the neighbor. She's like the horn dog neighbor. That's just too
like
much.
Peggy Bundy.
She's a Peg Bundy character for sure. And, you know, inviting like the sexy dishwasher repairman to come in, but she's all over Edward. And she like sexually harasses him at some point, like takes advantage of him in a barbershop and then makes everybody think he did it.
Yeah, the women love him because he's a master like barber, I guess. So like he does
barber.
The topiary garden, and then like he gives the one, you know, redhead, huge hair lady like a haircut, and
he cuts their hair, and it's like some sort of sexual experience for them because the hair's flying, and they're all just loving it.
Yeah, and
it's weird.
And he does even the poodles too.
Yeah, he does the exotic poodle haircuts and stuff like that. But I said the neighborhood is full of nasty, gossiping, nosy women and bimbos. Like that's what I see them as. They're all awful. They make women look so bad. And then you got Diane Weiss, who's just like really sweet but stupid, kind of. She's not very bright.
I said she reminds me of Peggy Hill from King of the Hill.
Oh, is that what you got?
Yeah, and it's funny because her name is Peg too.
It is, yeah.
And the only thing, but I think what it was missing though is like, why would she be that super nice and have like such a warm heart for like no reason? I could see like if she was like my mom, like a super Christian lady or something.
No.
You know?
She's just sweet, I guess.
Yeah.
Sweet and... I mean, dumb enough to walk into a haunted house and just wander around and almost get murdered.
Yeah, kind of like a horror movie character.
She brings Edward Scissorhands home, and there's a basement. Remember, there's a basement with a bar with a pull-out sofa? She could have put him there, but she puts him on the waterbed that her daughter sleeps in because her daughter's not home. Mm-hmm. So, of course, like, he pops it and water goes everywhere. I mean, it's just for the movie effect, but, like, that kind of level of stupidity.
So we're 13 minutes in, and we haven't mentioned... what's her name?
Winona Ryder?
Yeah, we haven't... Because whenever you think Tim Burton, you usually probably think Winona Ryder.
Yeah.
And she actually doesn't appear until 40 minutes into the movie.
Yeah, I know. You kept saying, where's Winona Ryder?
I know. Like, it's because she got second billing. And she's actually kind of a minor character. Although it's like there really isn't like a whole, like a single plot, at least through the second and third act. Like nothing really driving the story. It's just kind of like a series of
observations,
vignettes. Yeah, like they could almost be like sketch comedy or something, where if you didn't, it's just little 5-minute scenes, and like almost non sequitur.
Yeah,
you know, and and like so like an actual plot, something involves with Winona Ryder's boyfriend, who is played by
Anthony Michael Hall.
Yeah, from Breakfast. You can't see it.
He's
you know,
unrecognizable
in
in
all
this
those
movie.
John Hughes movies.
He's such
yeah.
a jerk. He's like the alpha bonehead.
He's like Biff
quarterback
from Back to
boyfriend.
the Future.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm surprised they didn't just cast the guy who played Biff in this movie.
I remember as a kid not even recognizing him because he had changed so much between I guess whatever 16 Candles or wherever he did last in between that. It was probably only like 4 years, but what a difference. But
Did you ever see him on the
good...
Goldbergs?
I never watched the Goldbergs.
We should watch that show because it's like our show except fiction, but
yeah,
they show. So he's on the Goldbergs in later seasons, like he's in his 50s or 60s. Yeah, probably 50. Yeah, he's probably about 10 years older than that. Yeah, so he's probably in his 50s.
I don't want to see Anthony Michael Hall in his 50s. I want to leave him there, like in the past. Oh my god, that's so sad.
Have you seen these AIs on Instagram where it shows? They did one for the Breakfast Club where they show each character then and then what they look like now, like walking next to each other.
I've seen that for other things. Yeah. It's kind of sad, kind of creepy, but yeah, I leave them in the past.
But anyways, so the Did You Know video I sent you, they said Winona Ryder's blonde wig was like super important. Like it had like 3 people taking care of it every day.
Why? It wasn't that great. It looked like a wig.
Yeah, but everything in this movie does. Like it's, but yeah. I don't know.
I guess they just made her blonde because she always had short black hair.
Yeah.
Maybe it was like not the image. She's kind of like a...
Well, they wanted to give her like more of a cheerleader vibe instead of a goth girl vibe.
That's what it is. Yeah, she's like the sweet popular girl, I guess. We don't really know too much about her. She's just there to like serve as like a kind of love interest for Edward because he falls in love with her. It's probably like the first girl he's ever interacted with.
I know. It's again, so it makes you wonder. It's like, so is he human or robot or what?
He's a robot designed to feel human emotions like empathy and fear, and I don't know.
That's funny. That's basically. Did you ever see Blade Runner?
No, a 2024. Wait,
I'm talking
2049. Never the original one. No.
I mean, that's the premise of Blade Runner. Is they have like all these androids, and it's like you can't tell if they're supposed to be like so realistic that you can't tell they're human or robot.
Oh.
That's what Rob Zombie clip "More Human Than Human" comes from.
Oh, okay. Oh, I've seen AI, artificial intelligence. It's kind of like that too, where it's like battling it. I noticed the dad in this is a drunk. Like I didn't realize until this viewing that he's a total alcoholic. I think he's drunk the entire time. Like when he's on the roof, putting the fake snow up there, I'm like, he's trashed. I bet dad was an alcoholic.
And then that was played by Alan Arkin, which back to our Last Unicorn movie, he was the voice of Smedrick in there.
Which is funny because I don't really hear it. Like you mentioned it, and I didn't even pick up on that he was Schmendrick, the magician. But yeah, he's really good in this. Like he's just a drunk. He doesn't give a crap really about anything. His family, Edward, but he's just kind of there.
He's kind of like the only male character aside from Edward Scissorhands.
Well, and the jerk boyfriend played by Anthony Michael Hall.
Oh yeah,
like they're all like terrible.
So I didn't follow that subplot of like they have to rob something from his own house.
Yeah.
Like what was the point of that? It was...
So the character, I'll call him Biff, but Anthony Michael Hall, Biff, his father keeps a lot of expensive stuff locked in a safe in his room, and he wants to break into the safe, so he wants to make it look like the house has been robbed by somebody else.
No.
So when he goes in there, there's a security system, and it locks Edward in, and Edward is left there to get arrested by the cops.
Yeah, it's funny. He has this hat on, like a ball cap on.
He does.
It looks so weird, like him wearing regular clothes or whatever.
And then the scene where he comes out with his hands up and he's got the knives and they're like, drop it or we'll shoot you. And you're like, oh my God. And then the neighborhood ladies save him. But it all goes downhill from there. Like, they believe that he robbed the place for real.
I can see this movie as being, like, this would be a subject of discussion, like, in high school and college classes, because it's, at one point they were saying, like, we could replace your scissors with actual hands. And, like, well, then you wouldn't be special anymore.
Oh, I know.
But it's like, it's not that he's special. That if he was a human, if that's a real human, he's, like, totally handicapped. And,
yes, it's a disability having scissors for hands. You can't work.
Whoever did that to him, if that was a real person, would be like some kind of mad scientist genius.
Yeah.
But also a total lunatic sadist. Like that's so cruel to do to somebody. But I guess
you could have done spoons. He could have been Edward Spoon Hands.
Yeah.
And he could have scooped things.
It comes back to the question of, is he a real person or some kind of robot? Because that's like one of the criticisms of this movie is like, how does he go to the bathroom and how does he eat? Because he can't.
Yeah.
Like at one point, there is a dinner scene where like he's getting like one pea at a time and he's trying, like it's funny and like he's buttering other people's breads and things like that, you know?
Yeah. But does he really eat? He doesn't sleep because like when he's in the bed, he's just laying there like this. Yeah. So I feel like his pants probably actually don't come off of his body. They're just like fused to him. And he's probably just a Ken doll down there.
Yeah. Yeah, so he doesn't have to go to the bathroom.
He has nothing to go to the bathroom
But then
with.
why would he eat food?
I don't know. Maybe I don't know. It doesn't make any sense.
I know.
Neither does like Winona Ryder's character falls in love with him because he's so sweet and she's dating a jerk.
Well, I mean, that's just going back to the camp vibe of the movie. It's like a total sitcom, you know. It's not like exactly a drama or something, you know.
Oh, I don't know. When I was like a teenager, like I took that completely seriously. So I don't really see it as camp. I just see it as like, I mean, it kind of starts off campy, I guess, but I don't know. You didn't feel like sad for Edward?
Yeah, I mean, not literally, you know, not like I'm gonna shed a tear or something, but yeah, he was definitely like a sympathetic character. I think that's just kind of the difference between a male and female watching this movie, you know, where you're really empathizing with them.
I think I mean, the end of this movie always makes me cry. I always cry because it's so sad. Like, the humans reject him and they force him back to this isolated castle on the hill, which maybe he's happy there and being, you know, out of the judgmental. But, like, the humans never accepted him. I don't know.
This movie's
it's really like a bummer, honestly.
Yeah, it's like something... This movie is what I'm sure they show in Philosophy 101. And there's, like, so many of those kind of points made in here.
A lot.
Like
why are humans...
The outcast and...
Humans are just so mean. That's the only thing you can get from this is humans aren't very nice people.
Hey, if you take the scissors off, you'll be a regular person, but then you wouldn't be special.
We'll recommend you to a surgeon. Nobody ever does. Like, and then, like, when he retreats to his castle, they just leave him alone. Like, nobody ever goes and visits him again.
Well, you know, the opportunity for a funny joke there would be... And like maybe it would be like a PS at the end of the movie, like after all the credits roll. Because I could show a doctor, like, slice his arm off or cut into him, be like, you know, like it turns out that he is a robot and like he's wired like Terminator, you know, something like that.
To show like his insides.
Yeah, because there was a plot point about him having surgery, but it's like, well, if he's a human, I guess, but if he's a robot,
they wouldn't know how to approach that kind of surgery.
Yeah.
You would need an electrician to do that, or just another mad scientist. But...
I thought they should have went into the Vincent Price character a little bit more. Like, what's his motivation? It's like
I know. What was his lore? Why did he choose to live in this creepy house?
Yeah,
and I guess he was alone. I guess I can only assume he was lonely. Maybe that's why he made him.
Yeah, or it's just like they're just capitalizing on the fact that he's Vincent Price playing a total Vincent Price mad scientist. Like they just assume that you're familiar with the mad scientist trope.
It's so gonna be Vincent Price. Like I'm sure Tim Burton was like, only one person can play this.
Also, there's a Frankenstein kind of character in Nightmare Before Christmas too. I mean, although like every character in that movie is like a Frankenstein character.
Yeah. You know? So it's like what happens to your creation when you die? Because his character dies.
Yeah.
And leaves him all on his own.
Did you ever see that Kevin Smith movie Tusk?
Oh God.
I have a feeling that kind of Edward Scissorhands may have inspired that. That's kind of like Tusk is Edward Scissorhands as a legit horror, you know.
Yeah.
And like this is like a campy. That's what I was asking. Like, do you consider this more of a comedy or a fantasy? Because I guess it's more a fantasy first, because it's not especially funny. Like, there's definitely funny moments in it, but it's not really laugh out loud funny.
It's not. Nothing in there like makes you really laugh, I guess. So I would consider this a romantic fantasy.
It's like a Wes Anderson movie.
It's a romantic fantasy, yeah. I mean, it's
very dry humor, yeah.
It's Tim Burton, so obviously everything he does is a fantasy. Because even like Pee-wee's like over-exaggerated, and like the characters are kind of mean, and it's kind of the same thing. Yeah.
I like that live-action camp because it's really hard to do right, but when they can do it right, it's great.
Yeah.
So as far as my final thoughts, like, It's funny. I kind of thought about that the same way I thought of this. It's just kind of like, well, first of all, I can't believe I missed it at the time. I definitely would have liked this more as a teenager than as an adult.
Yeah.
As an adult, like, I appreciate it, like, as a good movie. It's not, to me, it's not super entertaining. Like, you know, it wouldn't be one of my first choices like this or, yeah, but, like, it's kind of like how, like, with Gremlins, it's like, yeah, I can see. I'd probably rather watch. You know what we should do? We need to start like a ranking system of like, okay, the last pick you picked, I like this better than that, or this, that, because.
Yeah, we need a board, and we can like that way we can reference it and say which movies we saw and like what we're starting to.
Yeah, I would put Gremlins over this. I'd rather watch Gremlins instead of this.
I mean, okay. I can probably watch Gremlins every year. That's a very easy, light watch. This is a lot heavier. And, like, if you're not in a great place, maybe this would not be a good movie because it is, like, sad. For me, this is a sad movie. I don't know. It ends sad. I always cry.
Yeah, I think this is a very...
So it's like E.T. The ending of E.T. It's like I always cry then, too.
It's a very girly movie.
So maybe every 5 or 10 years I can watch this. So I would rather watch Gremlins before I watch this, too. But this has, like, a special place in my heart. I did see this at, like, a pivotal point in my life when I was, like, 13 years old or something. So I was prime for this movie. It came out at the right time. So I love this movie for, like, the nostalgia purposes, really.
All right. Well... next week was my pick, and I also have a Christmas adjacent movie.
Yep.
But I'm not gonna tell you until next week. So
I haven't seen it, and you haven't seen it.
No, my pick. I saw my pick.
Oh, I've never seen this pick. I'm surprised. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll see you next week. Happy Christmas.
Have a Merry Christmas. Stay safe.
I was gonna say Happy Christmas, Merry Hanukkah.
Yes. All those things.
Yeah. Cheers. Bye.
Bye.